be the first time my brother ever cut my hair.
No, right. And I've been doing this 19 years. That's bad. I've seen him a lot of times in 19 years. It's only the first time.
When he was first learning to cut hair, before he even went to school, I tried to get him to come up to Dayton and go to that barber college at that building we used to own. I said, Rocky, we'll get an apartment together for a year and we'll make some wild memories. It's a good thing he didn't, because then there wouldn't be no Nolan, Logan, Maverick.
That would have changed the whole outcome of everything.
Might have married some nice tattooed girl up in Dayton and just stayed there and never came back down home except to visit with me.
So you start off with one, fade you up a little bit, 4 on top.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do it however you think.
You want to wax those nose hairs or anything like that, or?
Now, pluck them with a tweezer.
We don't have anything to do that with. I was just asking. We used to. Ben used to do some waxing. Didn't you, Ben?
I've never done wax.
You lay right back, put that stuff up in there, and I'm like, whoa.
Brushing me up that when I go back to this.
Sit
They're like, hey, look at you. I'll be like, yep, it's all Rocky Mountain Junior right there. And I'll say, well, we'll have to start driving 4 hours to get our haircut.
I got a couple long distance travelers. There's a guy that comes from up there in Elizabethtown every 2 weeks.
Like the flavor.
Not just for my haircut. He owns a storage unit business and he comes down and does some of his footwork and stuff. But, you know, still, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of barbershops in between here and Easton, so I feel good about it. You ever got any footage of the, oh man, what, not Flintstone Junction, Ben, but what's the other one that was up there that we've all found in the last several years? I can't either. We talk about it all the time. You've been out around the falls before. We used to go to the falls. There's a place that Randy and all them went to. You've seen Randy's sign that says Flintstone Junction. Well, across the road from, I'm talking within a couple hundred yards, there's another little attraction place, you know, a little theme park place, you know, and done little shootouts and stuff like that, you know.
Is it abandoned?
It's abandoned. You should ride up there and check it out. There's one thing that still says like Sheriff's Department. One of them says Barbershop, you know, the sign's still there. All the buildings are kind of falling in now and stuff. It's funny, for years and years, I never even knew about it. They shut it down in the 80s. And we were up there hiking one day. And went on up to the top and walked in on it. And it was like walking into another universe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nice.
Like, what is this? Because I know we're not at Flintstone Junction, you know, because there's nothing left at Flintstone Junction, you know.
And you said it's just right up yonder?
Yeah, it's just right up to beyond. Hey, Ronnie Ray.
Yeah, maybe if it ain't raining, there's something we'll cruise up there and look around.
Yeah.
You gotta do any yard work or anything with this?
I got to leave here and go cut one guy's hair at the house because that's the dimension. But other than that, that's all I'm going to do today.
Maybe if it's decent, we'll go up there.
Yeah. And I'll look at that straight on. That was pretty good. You can even see it with that. Yeah. I see it straight on. I can't see it here.
That little hose vacuum up the hair.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. I ain't never seen one of those.
Never seen that?
Nope.
You know, I had never seen it when we were in Barbershop. Those guys didn't graduate and he was talking about it and I thought, you know, and then he brought in and showed us. I'm like, that would be bulky, wouldn't it? He's like, yeah, you get used to it though. And I mean, sure does save a lot of laps, you know?
Yeah.
It's great for everyone, but man, it really pays off on like a kid. The kids start getting hurt and then that neck and gets itchy the more it moves, the further it goes. And
Yeah. Yeah, you remember where we used to go watch movies down there next to the video store? You know what I'm talking about?
the movies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For some reason, from your post online, I thought you had a spot to the left down there
Oh.
by the old Blockbuster or whatever
Oh.
it was. Yeah. So I always had in my mind you in a different location.
Okay.
That's why when I kind of pulled in kind of towards down that way down there, and I was like, I think I pulled in the wrong lot.
Yeah.
I put it in on my Google Maps, and then it got us bringing down here. I was like, oh, it's bringing us to downtown. I was like, I don't think it's down here in town. This might have been where he used to cut. And then, like I said, I thought it was on the left of the theater instead of the right. So I looked in there, you know, a couple of Jet magazines in there, and I was like, I don't know. I mean, I could say this didn't look as nice as he makes it look online. Now see, it is, when it's a lottery, we can open that theater back up and put a comic book store on the other side, and it don't matter if comics sell or not because we'll be rich anyway. Or if anybody comes to see the theater, it's like we just hang out and get our hair did and check out comics and watch movies.
There's a group of volunteers that has ownership of this building. It's it's called the Williamsburg Action Team. And when I started here almost 4 years ago, there was like 7 to 9 people on that board, you know. And like one lady was really, really on that. Hey, good seeing you, man. And it's down to 2 people now. Now, when I first started, they had all these blueprints and had all these plans of getting it opened back up and using it as not as a movie theater, but, you know, just for shows and, you know, choir concerts and whatever, you know, different kind of things like that.
Yeah.
But it was exciting, you know. They'd have students come down from University of the Cumberlands there and have all these big cleanup days, and it's as clean as it can get for what it is, you know. And it's all original. I was gonna say mostly, it's all original. It's still got all their old chairs in there and stuff, and there's not a stage anymore. The stage is gone, so it's just an open pit kind of thing, you know. But all the old curtains and stuff are hanging up from it, and it's pretty neat to look at. You know, there's not much to it, but if you've never been in it, see, all my life I could close in, I think 86 or 87. So I'm born in 83. I never watched a movie in it.
Yeah.
And I never went in it, you know. But
it's a shame for it to sit there all those years.
it really is. It really is. Especially after you see a lot of those places, you know, come back to life and, you know, they restore them and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
There's a place up in Winchester when I was in that band, we played it. And it just made me think, like, wow, man, this is what it could be in Williamsburg, you know. And we were part of a little concert series thing that they were doing, and I thought, yep, this would be cool.
Be here cutting hair and have to go home, take your shower, and head right back down here and get on stage.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be awesome. Do they got anywhere in town where people play live music?
Some of these bars and stuff that's opened up, they do, you know, have little small stages in them and stuff like that, and they have live music on Friday or Saturday nights or something like that.
You went out and played
Did
this
that-
time recently?
Oh, yeah. I was a part of, there was a place called Butcher's Club down here, and we were the first band to ever play it, so that's kind of cool. You know, first,
Yeah.
in our lifetime, now maybe back in the 50s, 60s, they may have had places that did that too, but like, when that place opened up, our band was the first to play it, so that's pretty cool, you know? That stuff wasn't open last time you were here, probably, was it?
I don't think so.
And
No? No? I was telling them just cruising down, I was like, oh, I ain't never seen that, or I don't remember this. When did that casino open?
maybe just like sometime last year, I guess it would have been.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat, really, you know.
Did they build that whole building or was it something else?
No, it's brand new.
Yeah.
There's a hotel that's going to be added onto it, and another like high-end restaurant they're going to put in there, a steakhouse or something.
Does it attract people from like Florida?
Oh, no, not from here, like from other states and a lot of Tennessee and stuff like that, you know.
Is it the only one in a distance around here?
They got something like the men up in Lexington, don't they, Lonnie? What's it called, Red Mile or something like that?
Yeah. So
All the way up in Lexington though?
Yeah, so that's a, you know, get an hour and a half or something in between before you can find something like that.
they've got another man over at Bowling Green.
They got the same thing, the
Yeah,
men.
well, Franklin, Kentucky, it's right on the Tennessee-Kentucky line.
But yeah, I mean, there is local people that go, but it attracts people, don't it?
According to the guy I talked to, that tractor supply, the manager, he said when they were getting ready, I guess the shelters they put into their little 20,000 vehicles a day got extra oil.
Huh.
And you wouldn't believe it till you go over there and actually sit for a minute and watch the traffic. It's amazing how much traffic comes off and on that exit.
It's good for taxes around here, ain't it? Huh? Gotta make the city some money, huh?
Yeah.
Well, they put one in Northridge there where we live, next to an old golf course. It was just, I think it was like the old GM Motors or Delphi or something. And they tore that down and built a big old casino. And it stays pretty packed. And just like you said, it's not, there's locals that go there, but it's people drive in.
Oh, yeah.
Because otherwise, you know, they go down to Cincinnati and hit the boats or something.
Yeah. Now this one, there's no like card games or nothing like that. There's no, you know, roulette table or blackjack table. It's all
It's all video.
video,
Yeah.
push button, you know, just random.
I'll tell you what, we went to one in Atlantic City, and this was 2006 or something. And I like just doing put the money in, hitting the slot machines.
Yeah.
Then we went to that new one. I was like, man, I gotta be like a video game whiz or a computer genius to play these games. I didn't have fun on them as much. Like, people were coming up and so I was pushing buttons, and it's like, no, if you swipe this and do that, it's all like touch screen. I'm like, I don't really, I just want to pull a lever and win a bunch of money. Like, so now when I go, I have to go and I'm trying to go to a video game arcade.
Do you like gambling and stuff?
My gambling is usually buying sports card packs. buy a $15 pack and hope I get something out of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I bought a couple of scratch-off lottery tickets when we were down there waiting for Fitting them at Dollywood, just to give us something to do. But in general, I don't go out to like casinos or anything like that. We went to that one in Northridge because they sent us a free, like $30 each or something. Went and lost it in like 10 minutes and left.
Yeah.
Like I drove for a guy right outside Memphis, Tennessee in '98. Got down there, parked up, he took me and another guy he just hired down at the casino in Tennessee, Mississippi. Handed both of us $100 bill and said, there, go enjoy it. I spent the $100, said, okay, I'm ready to go, take me back to the truck, I'm happy now.
Yeah. Yeah, a neat little experience, and if I had, because that's what I was telling my girls there, I'm like, if you ever do stuff like that, just, you gotta have the money to throw away. You know, I mean, you can't expect to win. You're playing, paying to play and just have fun.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like if you happen to win, that's one of those neat things where it's a little different than playing your Nintendo at home. There's a chance you might get something out of it.
Yep.
But probably not. That's how it's set up. They're a business, you know?
Yeah, they're designed for them to win, not you to win.
Yeah. That's the same way when I got those 10 lottery tickets, they're dollar scratch off. And I got 2 free tickets and $2. And I was like, so see, they gave me 4 of that back and they kept 6.
Yeah.
I was like, and I was like, a lot of people will keep on being like, well, I'll go cash my other ones in and spend me another $10 and maybe I'll hit that 10,000. And I tell my grandma Louise, she would, I don't know, $50 or $60 a week on those things. And once a year when she hit $400 or something, she'd be like, oh, I'll do it. Yeah, I'm like, how much money did you spend to hit that?
The gentleman that I drove for, he showed me and the other boy that was with me, because he put both of us in brand new trucks. And he showed me him and his wife's W-2s for 1099, I guess it'd be, or W-2s, I guess it'd be from the casinos down there.
Yeah.
He had like $45,000 he'd won that year, and his wife was like 35.